Have you ever wondered if the vegetables you're eating might actually be doing more harm than good? As we get older, we often hear about the importance of eating more vegetables. But what if some of them are actually making digestion harder and causing long-term health issues? The truth is, not all vegetables are created equal. Some can be surprisingly difficult for the body to process, leading to discomfort, inflammation, and other complications, especially for seniors. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 vegetables that older adults should consider avoiding for better digestion and long-term health. Some of these may surprise you, as they're often considered healthy, but their effects on the digestive system and overall wellness can be less than ideal. If you've ever experienced bloating, acid reflux, or unexplained joint pain, your vegetable choices might be playing a bigger role than you realize. Stay tuned until the end, because this isn't just about what to avoid. It's about making smart choices that can help you feel better, stay more active, and enjoy life with greater ease. We'll break down each of these vegetables and explain why they can be problematic, along with some tips on what to eat instead. So, if you're serious about improving your digestion and long-term health, you won't want to miss this. Now, let's get started. Number 1, cruciferous vegetables: broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make when it comes to their diet is assuming that all vegetables are equally beneficial. While cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts are packed with vitamins and fiber, they can also be some of the most difficult to digest. These vegetables contain high amounts of fiber and sulfur compounds, which can cause bloating, gas, and discomfort, especially for older adults whose digestive systems may not break down food as efficiently as they once did. If you've ever eaten a plate of steamed broccoli or a cabbage salad and found yourself feeling uncomfortably full, or dealing with stomach cramps shortly after, you're not alone. Cruciferous vegetables contain a type of carbohydrate called raffinose, which ferments in the gut and produces gas. While this isn't necessarily harmful, it can lead to significant discomfort, particularly if your digestive system has become more sensitive over time. Many seniors also experience slower digestion, meaning these foods sit in the stomach and intestines longer, increasing the likelihood of bloating. Another issue with cruciferous vegetables is their impact on thyroid function. These vegetables contain goitrogens, compounds that can interfere with iodine absorption and potentially affect thyroid health. While this may not be a concern for everyone, seniors who already have thyroid issues, such as hypothyroidism, may want to be especially cautious. Even if you don't have a diagnosed thyroid condition, consuming large amounts of these vegetables over time could contribute to hormonal imbalances that may leave you feeling fatigued and sluggish. Now, this doesn't mean you have to eliminate these vegetables entirely, but it's important to be mindful of portion sizes and how they're prepared. Cooking cruciferous vegetables can help break down some of the tough fibers and reduce their impact on digestion. For example, lightly steaming or roasting them instead of eating them. Raw can make a significant difference in how they affect your stomach. But if you consistently struggle with digestive discomfort, it may be best to reduce your intake or swap them for gentler alternatives like zucchini, bell peppers, or carrots, which are much easier on the stomach. At the end of the day, what you eat should make you feel good, not leave you feeling bloated and sluggish. If you've been experiencing digestive discomfort and haven't considered cruciferous vegetables as a possible cause, it may be time to take a closer look at how your body responds to them. Being aware of which foods work for you and which don't is one of the most powerful ways to maintain good health as you age. Number 2, nightshade vegetables: tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, potatoes. Most people don't give much thought to the vegetables they eat every day. But if you're experiencing joint pain, inflammation, or digestive discomfort, certain vegetables may be working against you. Nightshade vegetables such as tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and potatoes contain compounds that can trigger inflammation and irritation, especially in seniors who are already dealing with arthritis or other inflammatory conditions. One of the main culprits in nightshade vegetables is a chemical called solanine. This naturally occurring toxin is found in potatoes, tomatoes, and other members of the nightshade family, and it has been linked to increased inflammation in some individuals. If you have arthritis, joint stiffness, or unexplained aches and pains, nightshades might be making things worse without you even realizing it. Many seniors who cut back on these vegetables report feeling less stiffness in their joints, along with improved mobility and overall comfort. Another problem with nightshade vegetables is their potential to cause acid reflux and digestive irritation. Tomatoes and peppers, for example, are highly acidic, which can be particularly troublesome for seniors with GERD or a sensitive stomach. If you often experience heartburn after eating tomato-based dishes like pasta sauce or salsa, it's possible that the acidity is contributing to the problem. Many people assume that acid reflux is only triggered by spicy foods or caffeine, but acidic vegetables can be just as problematic. Potatoes, on the other hand, can be hard on blood sugar levels. While they may not seem like an obvious concern, potatoes have a high glycemic index, meaning they can cause blood sugar spikes, which over time may contribute to insulin resistance or make managing diabetes more difficult. For seniors who are watching their blood sugar, replacing white potatoes with alternatives like sweet potatoes or cauliflower mash can be a smart choice. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to eliminate all nightshades completely, but if you've been experiencing inflammation, joint pain, or digestive discomfort, it might be worth experimenting with a short break from them. Many people who cut back, even for just a few weeks, notice improvements in how they feel. And if you do decide to continue eating nightshades, try cooking them instead of eating them raw. This can help break down some of the compounds that may cause irritation. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, raw onions and garlic. Most people think of onions and garlic as kitchen staples, adding flavor and depth to their favorite meals. But while these ingredients may be great for seasoning food, they can also be surprisingly harsh on the digestive system, especially for seniors. If you've ever felt bloated, experienced acid reflux, or dealt with stomach discomfort after eating a meal that contained onions or garlic, you're not alone. These vegetables contain strong sulfur compounds and fermentable fibers that can be tough on the gut, leading to bloating, gas, and even irritation in the stomach lining. One of the biggest issues with raw onions and garlic is their ability to trigger acid reflux. They relax the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that prevents stomach acid from flowing back up into the esophagus. This means that after eating a meal with raw onions or garlic, you might experience heartburn, indigestion, or a burning sensation in your chest. For seniors who already struggle with GERD or acid reflux, consuming these vegetables in their raw form can make symptoms significantly worse. Another issue is that onions and garlic contain fructans, a type of fermentable carbohydrate that can cause digestive discomfort, particularly for those with sensitive stomachs or irritable bowel syndrome (IBS). Fructans can be difficult for the body to break down, leading to gas and bloating as they ferment in the gut. If you've ever felt unusually gassy or bloated after a meal containing onions or garlic, it's likely due to these compounds. Some seniors may also experience more severe digestive reactions, such as stomach cramps or diarrhea, after eating these vegetables. This happens because the gut bacteria ferment the fructans rapidly, leading to an increase in gas production. The result? Uncomfortable bloating that can last for hours, making you feel sluggish and weighed down. Now, does this mean you have to eliminate onions and garlic entirely? Not necessarily. The key is to be mindful of how you prepare them. Cooking onions and garlic can help break down some of the sulfur compounds and fructans, making them easier on the digestive system. Many people find that using roasted or sautéed onions instead of raw ones significantly reduces discomfort. Similarly, garlic-infused oils can provide flavor without the same digestive impact. If you've been dealing with acid reflux, bloating, or stomach discomfort and haven't considered onions and garlic as a possible culprit, it might be worth experimenting with reducing your intake or switching to cooked versions. Paying attention to how your body reacts to different foods is one of the most effective ways to improve digestion and overall well-being as you age. Number 4, corn and other tough-to-digest starches. Corn is a staple in many diets, often enjoyed in everything from fresh corn on the cob to popcorn and tortillas. But what many people don't realize is that corn and other tough-to-digest starchy vegetables can be particularly problematic for seniors. While it may seem like a harmless food, corn contains an outer shell of cellulose, a type of fiber that the human body cannot fully break down. This means that for many seniors, eating corn can lead to bloating, gas, and even incomplete digestion, leaving you feeling heavy and sluggish after meals. If you've ever noticed pieces of corn in your stool after eating it, that's because your body struggles to digest it fully. Unlike other vegetables that break down easily, corn passes through the digestive tract mostly intact, which can lead to discomfort, especially for those with a slower digestive system. The high fiber content can be beneficial for some, but for many seniors, it can create digestive distress, particularly when eaten in large amounts. Take Nancy, for example. She's 70 years old and always loved eating corn with her meals. But over the years, she started experiencing more bloating and stomach discomfort, especially after eating corn on the cob or popcorn. She assumed it was just part of aging, but after cutting back on corn and replacing it with easier-to-digest vegetables, like zucchini and cooked carrots, she noticed a dramatic improvement. Her stomach felt lighter, and she didn't experience that same sluggish, weighed-down feeling after meals. Popcorn in particular can be even more difficult to digest because of its rough texture and sharp, undigested kernels. It can irritate the digestive tract, making it a poor choice for those with sensitive stomachs or diverticulosis, a condition that many seniors develop as they age, where small pouches form in the colon and can become inflamed or irritated by certain foods. If you've ever felt discomfort after eating popcorn, it may be your body's way of telling you that it's struggling to process it. Beyond digestion, corn is also a high glycemic food, meaning it can cause blood sugar spikes. While it's not as extreme as processed sugars or white bread, corn still converts to sugar relatively quickly in the body. For seniors who are managing diabetes or insulin resistance, regularly consuming corn can make blood sugar control more difficult. Choosing lower glycemic vegetables like leafy greens, bell peppers, or cucumbers can provide similar nutritional benefits without the negative impact on digestion and blood sugar. If you enjoy corn, moderation is key. Eating small amounts on occasion is unlikely to cause major issues, but relying on it as a dietary staple may not be the best choice for optimal digestion and overall health. Opting for cooked, easily digestible vegetables instead can help you avoid bloating, discomfort, and energy crashes. Being mindful of how certain starchy vegetables affect your body can make a significant difference in how you feel day to day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, spinach and other high oxalate greens. Spinach is often praised as one of the healthiest vegetables, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. But what many people don't realize is that for seniors, especially those prone to kidney stones or calcium absorption issues, spinach and other high oxalate greens can be problematic. Oxalates are natural compounds found in certain vegetables, and while they're not harmful in small amounts, consuming too many oxalate-rich foods can contribute to kidney stone formation and interfere with your body's ability to absorb essential minerals like calcium. If you've ever had kidney stones before, you know just how painful they can be. These tiny, hard mineral deposits form in the kidneys when certain substances, like oxalates, bind to calcium instead of being properly flushed out of the body. Spinach is one of the highest oxalate-containing foods, meaning that for those who are already susceptible to kidney stones, eating it frequently may increase the risk of developing them. If you've ever struggled with kidney stones or have been advised to reduce your oxalate intake, limiting spinach and similar greens might be a wise decision. Take William, a 73-year-old who thought he was making a healthy choice by eating spinach salads almost every day. He never expected that something so widely considered good for you could be causing him trouble. After suffering from recurring kidney stones, his doctor suggested reducing high oxalate foods. He switched to lower oxalate greens like romaine lettuce and bok choy, and since making that change, he hasn't had another kidney stone episode. Another issue with high oxalate vegetables is their impact on calcium absorption. When oxalates bind to calcium in the gut, they prevent the body from properly absorbing it. Over time, this can contribute to weaker bones, which is a significant concern for seniors at risk of osteoporosis. Since maintaining strong bones is essential for preventing fractures or maintaining mobility, making sure your body absorbs enough calcium is just as important as getting enough of it in your diet. If you're consuming a lot of spinach or similar greens, but not getting enough calcium, you might not be reaping the full benefits of your efforts. Now, does this mean you should stop eating leafy greens altogether? Not at all. The key is choosing the right ones. Instead of relying heavily on spinach, consider swapping it out for lower oxalate alternatives like kale, arugula, or mustard greens. These options still provide plenty of nutrients without the high oxalate content that could put strain on your kidneys or interfere with mineral absorption. Additionally, pairing oxalate-rich foods with calcium sources such as dairy products can help reduce the risk of kidney stone formation by allowing the oxalates to bind with calcium before reaching the kidneys. As we age, making small adjustments to our diet can have a significant impact on how we feel and function. If you've been dealing with kidney stones, bone density concerns, or digestive discomfort, paying attention to oxalates might be one of the smartest changes you can make. It's not about eliminating vegetables altogether. It's about making informed choices that support your long-term health. Final thoughts. Now that we've covered these 5 vegetables, take a moment to think about how your diet may be affecting your digestion and overall health. While vegetables are an essential part of a healthy diet, not all of them are well suited for every person, especially as we age. Some can trigger digestive discomfort, inflammation, or other unwanted effects that can make you feel sluggish rather than energized. But by being mindful of the choices you make, you can avoid unnecessary discomfort and continue feeling your best for years to come. If you've been struggling with bloating, acid reflux, joint pain, or kidney stones, consider making a few simple changes. Cutting back on cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cabbage might help reduce gas and bloating. Avoiding nightshade vegetables like tomatoes and peppers could make a difference if you experience joint pain. Limiting raw onions and garlic may help ease acid reflux, while reducing your intake of corn can improve digestion. And if you're prone to kidney stones or calcium absorption issues, swapping spinach for lower oxalate greens could be a smart move. The good news is, for every vegetable that may cause trouble, there are always great alternatives that provide the nutrients you need without the unwanted side effects. Your body is always giving you signals, and paying attention to how certain foods make you feel can help you make the best choices for your health. After all, the goal isn't just to eat healthy, it's to eat in a way that makes you feel good and supports your long-term well-being. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.